Welcome, welcome. Okay, this is October. My goodness, this year of well-being series is coming to a very quick conclusion here. So yeah, we are going to be talking about your inner goddess and awakening your inner goddess. And if you're wondering what is that about, I am going to talk about that, and I'm going to share some essential oils and crystals and lifestyle techniques to really help awaken this part of you. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Allie Phillips, and the information I'm going to talk about today, we are not getting anywhere close to diagnosing, treating, curing, preventing any disease, but I have to put that qualification in there, that disclaimer. And who am I? And why am I doing this well-being series? So I have been an attorney for 28 years. I have spent my career in the criminal prosecution field, and I have spent a lot of that as a legal educator, teaching criminal justice professionals, because my expertise is in animal protection and how animal abuse links to family violence. So as a result of that expertise, I have founded and I run a nonprofit called Sheltering Animals and Families Together. And I help domestic violence shelters create on-site pet kennels. So if that wasn't enough, I also have a health and wellness business that I started in 2011 called Manifested Harmony. And I have 7 or 8 certifications. I've kind of lost track at this point. But I blend everything together. And I am a holistic wellness consultant and mentor for people. And I am an advanced crystal master. I'm a Young Living brand partner. I'm a Reiki master teacher and all sorts of other things. And I have been working with Young Living oils since February 2013. So I'm coming up on my 10-year anniversary. And I specialize in pets. So I've written a book called The Oily Pet. And I also specialize in crystals. And I've written a book called The Oily Crystal. And if you stay till the end, if you didn't know about my masterclass, the Oily Crystal Masterclass, it launches on Thursday. So stay tuned for that, because there is a special launch rate that will go away on Thursday, but it is available right now if you're interested in joining. So yes, the year of well-being, we are in October, and we have covered a lot of different topics this month. So we have 2 more topics coming up. Next month, we're going to talk about a service mindset as a form of well-being. And in December, soul path. That's a big one. But this month, we are talking how to awaken your inner goddess, how to find your inner goddess. So I would love to know, for those of you who are here live, if you want to type in the chat, like what does it mean to you to find your inner goddess? What does that mean to you? I would love to know. I'm going to take a sip of water and see if anybody has an answer. Honoring yourself. Oh, that's a good one. Absolutely. Honoring yourself. Any other guesses? All right, I don't see anything else. Well, it's strength. Yeah, strength. Knowing who you're intended to be. Yeah, you guys, this is great. This is great. So this is really important in a stressful world, which we live in. It's really important if you're a career woman, if you're a mom of 2-legged or 4-legged children, if you're a superwoman trying to spin all the plates and keep everything balanced. Because finding your inner goddess is about prioritizing your self-care and not sacrificing yourself. And women are skilled, unlike no other, at sacrificing themselves in order to care for others. That's not honoring your inner goddess. It's about self-care, because when you take care of yourself, everyone around you benefits. And I think of all the moms that literally turn over their lives to their children. It's noble to raise children, but then they create a generation of children that think that that's what you do, that you literally give up your life for children. And it becomes generational over and over and over and over again. Because there's a way that you can live the life that you want to live and still take care of the people in your life, but you have to take care of yourself first. So, you know, what is your inner goddess? I mean, your inner goddess is a strong, nurturing, feminine energy. It's being connected to the divine feminine energy, which is on the rise. We are in the age of Aquarius. In the astrological world, we are in the age of Aquarius. So it's all about, you know, kittens and puppies, daisies and tulips. So, but it's also knowing that, you know, to be strong and effective in this world, you have to heal your old wounds and you have to take care of yourself. You can't keep sacrificing yourself. And you can't keep sabotaging yourself because of old emotions that you haven't dealt with. And when you pay attention to your inner goddess, she shines and everyone around you will see it. But everyday life and to-do lists and stress will silence your inner goddess. And you can't find your inner goddess if your days are about sacrificing yourself or, you know, putting your needs on the back burner while you care for everything and everyone else. Your inner goddess is going to take a vacation. And she will say, when you decide to take care of yourself, I'll come back. Until then, adios. You know, we spend so much time being an adult, you know, for our family and for our work that we really forget that there is a soul in us that has a soul mission. And women are so good at suppressing this, far more than men. We spend so much time taking care of everyone else. I mean, are you resonating with this? Are you thinking, yeah, I take care of the kids, I take care of the pets, I take care of people at work. I take care of my parents. I take care of my siblings. I take care of everybody else first. And if there is a drop of energy left, not at the end of the day, not at the end of the week, but at the end of the month, if there is literally a drop of energy left, I might sleep in 10 minutes or I may go get a pedicure. Yeah, that's not taking care of yourself. So, you know, finding your inner goddess is about nurturing your health, your well-being, your interests, not putting your interests on the back burner until that magical day when you have time. It's about nurturing your interests, your soul, nurturing that and healing your old wounds. So, do any of these ring true? I want you to keep track of how many yeses you have. And let's just focus on this calendar year. Okay, the last 9 months. How many of these ring true? You put off a vacation or a day trip because you're just too busy or you're too exhausted. You have a to-do list. You declined a dinner invitation, a movie invitation, or a night out because you're exhausted, you're too busy, you have a to-do list. You can't think of the last time you had alone time. There's always someone around, whether it's two-legged or four-legged. You literally can't get alone time. You have become all work, all stress, and no play. So your inner child is actually being silenced. you're too tired or too busy to read a book for pleasure or even to meditate. I hear all the time, but Allie, you don't understand my schedule. I can't wake up any earlier than I am. I'm so exhausted. I would love to meditate in the morning, but I wake up and the kids are hanging on me, and I'm lucky if I can get them out the door and not forget something. And then I got to go to work. And then I pick them up, and then we go to soccer practice, and we go to ballet, and we go to piano, and then we go take our Chinese language lesson and our French immersion lesson. And then we go through the McDonald's drive-through, and then we're home, and then we're doing homework, and then I'm cleaning the house, and the dog just threw up. And then I go to bed and I do it all over again. I don't have time to read a book or to meditate. How many of you say yes to that? Do you say yes that you don't have time to exercise, even though you want to, or you know you need to? And exercise could simply be walking around the block. Or you're tethered to your phone. Like you have not gone for a walk in nature without your phone because somebody needs you. You may miss a call. You've not made a healthy meal in a long time. You literally have not made your meals because you're running around. Or you put up a dream project because you have no time. You have these great dreams of things that you want to do. And when the kids grow up, first of all, kids never grow up. My dad tells me that all the time. He's like, you may have left and been independent, but you never grow up. So have you been putting something off until the kids are gone? Or until you don't have so many animals, and then you might be able to do something and get away, or when you don't have this job and maybe you're able to cut back your hours or go part-time or retire. You know, it's a lot of what ifs. Have you put off a dream project? Or have you just simply not gotten a healthy 8 hours of sleep each night because your two-legged or four-legged little ones are waking you up, or your stressful thoughts are waking you up? All right, there's 10 questions in the chat. I'd love to know how many you say yes to that have been pretty frequent just this calendar year. Doesn't have to be every day, but you can say, yep, I put off a vacation because my kid was sick. Yep, I decline invitations to go to the movie all the time because I'm going to fall asleep. I become all stress, all to-do list, all work, no play. Okay, I see 4 of them. That's actually quite good if it's only 4. Yeah, if you have more than 5 that are true, you're not living your own life, and you are going to burn out, and your inner goddess has already left and she's taken her own vacation. Because if you answered yes to more than 5 of these, you've dampened your inner goddess and probably feel very disconnected from who you really are at your core and at your soul. And you may actually feel very lost on your life path. Because what this means is that your default is to put yourself last. And it is time to give yourself permission to care for yourself, to nurture yourself, to find that inner goddess, because that is a healthy version of you. Because when you neglect yourself, everyone around you suffers. But when you nurture yourself and your inner goddess, everyone around you benefits. And this is something that sounds kind of opposite of what a lot of us grew up believing or grew up doing. It's like, what do you mean putting myself first, taking care of myself, and then everybody else benefits? Yeah. You know, because what happens when you try to be Superwoman in your career or with your family, you know, or just taking on everything for everyone, whether it's in the workplace or family or friends or your church or the school? You burn out physically and you have little energy to do anything fun with your family or anything fun after work. So you literally have no fun in your life. And just because we get older doesn't mean we shouldn't have fun. We should have fun. We should do something fun every day. You'll also burn out emotionally and may snap at your kids, get upset with your pets, get angry at your coworkers because you have a hair trigger anger response. And I'm hearing that from a lot of women where they're just getting angry all the time and they don't know why. Well, one reason is because they're so beyond burned out. Their inner goddess is gone. And so they get angry because deep down they know it. And they don't know what they're getting angry with, but they know that they're not living their life. You also burn out mentally, which can impact your work, your self-esteem, and then you start to self-sabotage your dreams. Just when you get some time off and you're like, oh, I could focus on that project, you self-sabotage. You talk yourself out of it or you get sick. You burn out spiritually because you have no quiet time to connect, to listen. So you have no guidance in your life and you feel lost. Your family, your friends, your coworkers will start keeping a distance because you're exhausted. Chances are you're complaining all the time and you literally have no time for enjoyment. Who wants to hang around that? No one. And so you feel like you're living life on someone else's terms and you're just waiting for it to be over. You're waiting for that magical day that you don't have any obligations. Well, it's not going to come. You have to decide how to prioritize. Because when you live like this, you will become physically sick. And this is what I'm seeing with women. Whether it's adrenal fatigue or adrenal failure, I know this all too well, stage 4 adrenal failure, almost 15 years ago, still actively pulling myself out of it. Because I probably answered yes to 10 of those on the prior screen back in the day. So, when your inner goddess is shining, you have confidence, you have strength, you have faith, you have courage, you're aligned with your soul path. I'm going to go through some of these recommendations because, when you awaken your inner goddess, you pursue your soul purpose. You actually know what it is and you pursue it and you take care of yourself and you have healthy relationships and you still help others, but you help yourself first. And so you're able to help others with a nurturing response rather than a stress response. So number one, you have to have time for yourself every day. If you're not able to carve out even 10 minutes to yourself, you're not living your life at all. And your life is out of control and you probably feel it like it is. So what does you time every day look like? Oh, I mean, it can be hundreds of things. It could be you actually take a very long shower with no pets in the bathroom, no kids in the bathroom, no one screaming for your attention. You get 20 minutes of quiet, just hearing the shower. I get my best guidance in the shower. It's something about the running water. It's like, oh my gosh, I have a great idea. Maybe you have a moment to read or to journal, when a baby is sleeping or kids are at school. I tell women all the time, go read outside or in your car if you have people or pets in your life that will never leave you alone. Literally vacate, even if it's just for 10 minutes. Step outside, breathe when you get frustrated and exhausted. Breathe, go outside, breathe some fresh air. Remember to eat real whole foods and drink water with each meal, because if your body feels like crap, you're going to live a life feeling like crap. So you gotta nourish your body with the best food that you can. and find things that make you laugh every day and be silly. Find things that make you laugh. So the one thing that I've been doing, and I don't know if you've noticed this. I even do it on my business social media pages. And it's like, you know what? I don't care if anybody resonates with it because I laugh so hard. So in reels and stories, you can put music to it now. And I'm a girl of the 70s and 80s. So I'm pulling out all this good 70s and 80s rock music. And I'll tell you, it makes me laugh. It makes me laugh. So, things like that. Get moving every day. I mean, if you wear one of these watches, get your 10,000 steps in. That is really important. You don't have to go and run a marathon. You don't have to go to the gym. Just move. Just move. Quiet your mind. Our brains are not meant to be on 100% of the time. Your brain is literally going to burn up. Quiet your mind. It is so important. Ground yourself in nature. Go outside, hug a tree, get your feet on the ground, go for a walk. You have to ground yourself. That's really important. Spend time connecting with your partner if you have one. Get away. Get away and enjoy some time without the everyday stress and to-do list. And just do something, when you're doing housework, or yard work. I did a little bit of yard work today, and I take my phone out and play, the 80s station on Sirius XM or yacht rock music. Play fun music, or listen to an energizing podcast. But make sure that you're doing something at least once a week just for you. It's better if you can do it every day. And you'll realize you're not taking away time from anything else, and you're not taking away from anyone else, because you're going to have better energy. You're going to feel better. You're going to be better. Okay. Every day, if you can do this, it will dramatically change your life and your relationships. But also plan a getaway. I mean, give yourself time each week to get away and refresh. And if you say, well, Allie, I can't get away because of who I care for. Well, okay, that's a codependency that you have that you're contributing to, and it's contributing to your exhaustion. If you plan, you can get away. You just got to plan. So if you have a partner or a spouse, it's like, hey, I need you to care for the kids or care for the pets. I literally just need to get away for 2 hours. Okay. Plan a getaway. And when you do get away, whether it's for 2 hours or 2 days or 2 weeks, focus on what you want your life to be. 2023 is coming fast. What do you want your life to be? Let yourself dream. Let yourself have goals. Speak lovingly to yourself. I mean, your inner goddess will vacate if you are hard on yourself. Speak lovingly to yourself, because then people will speak lovingly to you. People are going to treat you as well as you treat yourself. And somebody with a really strong inner goddess does not let anyone treat her badly. Not at all. So look at how you talk to yourself. Rituals. Oh my gosh, I love rituals so much. Whether it's a morning ritual, like Hal Elrod's the Miracle Morning book, where he's got 6 steps, and that's kind of like your morning ritual. Or maybe it's you wake up and you meditate, or you pray, or you journal, or certain time of the day you work with your essential oils, or you work with your crystals, or you do yoga, or you listen to frequency music that's very healing. Rituals bring out the inner goddess, because you're literally honoring yourself. You're honoring your entire energy field physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, you're honoring your soul by doing something that brings you joy. Wear bright colors. Your inner goddess likes bright colors. That will bring out, because your inner goddess is lively and confident. Okay, so if you like to wear a lot of black and gray colors, splash it up. Splash it up. I can't think of a day that I go where I'm not wearing pink. I wear pink all the time because my inner goddess loves pink. And it's like, okay, we are literally a 5-year-old child who wants that pink bedroom with pink walls and a pink canopy and a pink bedspread. That's me. So wear bright colors. Be with positive people. Positive people are going to help your inner goddess shine. When you're around negative people, your inner goddess is going to go into a cave. She's not going to tolerate that. So look at who's around you. Be around positive people. And if people are not positive, that's something for you to think about. Know when to say no, as well as when to say yes. I mean, this is a big one, because if you say yes to everything, you will have no time in your life for the things that you want to do that feed your inner goddess. So if you're saying yes to every, school committee, every church fundraiser, every, neighborhood event that is happening, if you're in a homeowners association and they ask you to be on the board and you just instinctively say yes, and now you've got a weekly meeting to go to. If you just say yes to everything, you are saying no to your inner goddess. So look at how you're spending your time. Say yes to yourself. Say yes to your loved ones. But when you say yes to yourself, you're saying yes to your inner goddess. And say yes to things that really feed your soul, that make you happy. Have dreams and goals and pursue them. Having a dream or a goal and saying, well, when the kids go off to college, I can do that. I can go volunteer for that organization, or I can foster animals, or, why are you putting it off? Tomorrow is not guaranteed. Your inner goddess wants you to live with vibrancy today, right now, and do the things that you want to do. And if you really take a hard look at your calendar, I did this a couple of years ago. If you take a hard look at your calendar, you're going to be stunned at the wasted time. So here, I'm going to go off track for a minute. I wish I would have put a photo of this in here. So a couple of years ago, I actually went through a training. I paid a small fortune to go through a training to really learn how to calendar my day to work smarter, not harder. Because that's the thing that I hear from people. Oh, I'm so busy. I don't have time for that. Yeah, you do. You really do, if you really think about it. What I started doing was color coding my calendar. I spent 90 days literally color coding every minute of the day, from when I woke up, from when I went to bed. Every color in my daily calendar had a meaning. Blue was my legal work. Green was my essential oil work. Purple was my healing work. Pink was just fun. Orange, it was not necessarily anything. And when you look at how much time is doing stuff that doesn't mean anything, like coming home and sitting on the couch and 2 hours later, you're done scrolling TikTok. No. So I highly encourage you to do that, because you'll find a way to pursue your goals and dreams. You will. When you realize, wow, I do waste a lot of time. I was stunned at how much time I wasted. I'm like, wow. Oh. So, but it just comes down to always honoring your soul and not Your ego. Your ego seeks approval from others and wants to people please while stifling your own desires. Honor your soul, because the people in your life are relating to you at a soul level. And when you are really fully you and have your confidence, your strength, your inner goddess, they love that. They love that. Human beings really relate on a soul to soul level. We may not consciously recognize that, but we do. All right, I like to talk about a chakra every month. So we're talking about the third eye chakra, and this is all about intuition. It's literally right in the center of your forehead. And this is a chakra that when you nurture it and balance it, this is where you take in information. This is where you get guidance, you get clarity. And when your intuition is strong, you will know the steps to take in your life to find balance and awaken your inner goddess. So the third eye chakra is associated with our pituitary gland, our amygdala, which is where emotions and behaviors are stored in the brain, our eyes, our sinuses, and imbalances may show up as headaches, depression, hormonal issues, sleep issues. So when the third eye is balanced, we're very intuitive. You know, we're perceptive, we're imaginative, we live holistically with nature. You know, we know we're getting guidance all day long. We're getting signs and messages and we follow them. Because intuition is never wrong. It never is. The ego is wrong more often than not, but intuition isn't. So when it's balanced, you flow and you follow it. When it's depleted, you find that you just don't have imagination. You have a hard time dreaming and visualizing and seeing your life ahead of you. And you get easily stressed, maybe slow to make decisions, like you go into analysis paralysis. And you just have poor vision, poor memory. And if the third eye is inflamed, you have difficulty concentrating because your brain is just bing, 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 bing all the time. And that could be from obsessive thoughts. Again, you'll have difficulty making decisions. You'll have sleep issues, nightmares. So I always like to give a couple of crystals and a couple of essential oils to help balance these chakras. So for crystals, I like amethyst, apophyllite, azurite, angelite, and celestite. So I'll say those one more time. Amethyst, apophyllite, azurite, angelite, and celestite. And then for essential oils, I put essential oils on my third eye every day. I like awaken, frankincense, inspiration, Palo Santo, and sandalwood. So awaken, frankincense, inspiration, Palo Santo, and sandalwood. All right, so let's get into essential oils to really find your inner goddess, wake her up, and tell her to get busy. All right, there's so many oils. Oh my gosh, I had a hard time limiting this. There are so many oils, but these are my favorites. So bergamot helps you to be calm and to go with the flow of life, to let go of control, to relax, to trust, to be intuitive, to open your heart, to release tensions, because your inner goddess is calm. She's not controlling. She's relaxed. She's at ease. She's like, you know what? We got this. We're flowing with life. That's what bergamot does. Clary sage helps you focus and center your thoughts so that mind chatter slows down and you can actually decompress at the end of the day. You can actually have that 10 to 20 minutes. If that's all you can carve out, clary sage is going to help you carve out that 10 to 20 minutes so you can decompress. And you're going to want to smell these. I mean, you can topically apply them all over the body, but you want to smell these. Okay, you want to get them into the amygdala part of the brain, because you literally have to train your brain for you to take care of yourself and stop defaulting to sacrifice. You have to train your brain, and it's going to fight you every step of the way. It's going to say, oh, no, 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 you have laundry to do. You just knock that off right now. You have all these emails to answer. No, you have to write a proposal for tomorrow. You have to pack the kids' lunch. You have to go clean litter boxes. You stop with this nonsense. You have stuff to do. That is your brain on autopilot. Smell these oils and it will help. Geranium. This oil is very comforting. It's like a poor man's rose. I wasn't even going to recommend rose. So I recommend geranium instead. It is an oil of self-love, and it will expand your heart chakra, calms your nervous system, brings you clarity on your life path, but it just opens your heart chakra, because really fully aligning with your inner goddess, your heart is open. Your heart is very open. Inner child. Okay, when you smell inner child, you're going to feel lighter and more playful. Adults spend too much time adulting. And I don't know who came up with the rule that we don't get to play. Yeah, you need to play every day if you can, at least once a week. Inner child is going to help you feel more playful. I mean, it is a beautiful smelling oil. I highly recommend that you wear it in lieu of perfume, because when you want the weight of adulting lifted off your shoulders, inner child will do that for you. And your inner goddess loves your inner child. Okay. Manuka. All right. If you have Manuka, because Young Living's given it away for free several times. If you have it and you're like, what do I do with this? Well, it's phenomenal for your skin, but energetically it softens the heart, and it gives you self-assurance and releases disappointment. Like, oh my gosh, I've literally wasted my life. It'll help release that. It releases fear, and it gives you inner strength during difficult times. The Sensation Blend. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite. I wear this oil every day. I love it, love it, love it. It helps you when you want to release the numbness in your life, where you're on autopilot. You wake up, you go to work, take care of the kids, take care of the family, take care of the pets, go to sleep, wake up, do it all over again. You're numbing yourself. This helps release the numbness, and it rejuvenates that space with happy, joyful, passion for life emotions, because your inner goddess has a passion for life. If you do not have a passion for life, your inner goddess is like, you know what, I'm on vacation. You got to you got to take care of yourself first, and then I'll come back. So Sensation actually fills this void by taking away the numbness, and it fills it with love and affection and joy and passion. So it brings passion and excitement for your life. Sleep Essence. Okay, so if you have babies, if you have kids, if you have pets, if you're taking care of parents, if you have a crazy job that just wants you on call 24/7, it can be challenging to fall asleep quickly and to stay asleep. So Sleep Essence is a capsule, and it's going to be your new best friend, because you got to get good, healthy sleep. A medicated sleep is not a healthy sleep. Okay, so Sleep Essence is packed with lavender, vetiver, valerian, tangerine, rue, and a splash of melatonin. And there is something so powerfully sedating about the combination of vetiver and valerian. It will take you into a deep sleep and wake you in the morning feeling refreshed and energized. So the beauty of Sleep Essence, there's nothing in it that's addictive. So if you struggle with sleep, sleep is the core for really being your best and bringing your inner goddess out. And then 3 wise men. Maybe we should call this 3 wise women. So, you know, when you have demands on your time, and demands that are more than you really can give. This is where you gift yourself 5 minutes of a timeout and you smell this oil. I mean, it's called Three Wise Men for many reasons, but I love it because it is an aromatic gift to yourself to calm down your racing brain, to help you focus on your self-care in that moment, to rejuvenate yourself to be your best. And it'll help you release your negative emotions of fear and exhaustion and frustration. It's a very spiritual oil that helps you realize that you do not have to sacrifice yourself in order to care for others. Care for yourself first, and you will easily care for others. Okay, so these are the inner goddess oils that I really, really love. And then for my crystal loving friends, again, it was hard. It was hard to narrow it down, but here's what I love. Kunzite. So kunzite is known as the stone of emotion or the woman's stone. Place it on your heart. It helps with self-love. It awakens the heart to unconditional love. It's an extremely high vibration to awaken the heart after being shut down. Because if you are literally defaulting through your day, your heart is shut down. So this is going to help you connect with others and help break down the walls we put around our heart, because we're numbing ourselves as we go throughout our day. So this is a great crystal. Lemurian quartz. So Lemurians are a very, very unique quartz. They have these beautiful striations on the side of them. They're now coming from a variety of locations, but primarily Brazil. I'm now getting them out of Colombia. I have a private crystal store if you didn't know this. But Lemurian is a feminine empowerment crystal, and Lemurians pick the person. So when it picks you, it is telling you, buckle in, because we're going to have some transformation. We're going to have some empowerment. I'm going to protect you in the process. Giddy up. This is what we're going to do. So I love Lemurians. Moonstone is known as the stone of new beginnings. It's also known as the goddess stone. So you place this one on your solar plexus, which is right over your stomach, and it'll draw out emotional toxins that are literally like smothering your inner goddess. Moonstone is about deep emotional healing. It's feminine goddess energy. It's very receptive energy. And it's reflective. Like even when you look at it, it's reflective because it'll help you through cycles of change and to remember that we live in cycles and to embrace it. So, I mean, a lot of people use this to help them through their monthly cycle, their reproductive cycle, you know, through pregnancy and childbirth and hormone balancing. But it's really emotionally balancing, and it is very potent during the full moon. So we actually just had a full moon 2 days ago. So it's very potent because it works with the moon. Prehnite is known as the healer stone or the stone of unconditional love. This is another crystal that you place on your heart. This one connects with Archangel Raphael, if you're familiar with that archangel. And this is a crystal that enhances your intuition. It'll help you with deep meditation, especially if you struggle because you're go, 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 go all the day. It's like, okay, I have 5 minutes to meditate. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay. My to-do list. Oh, I need to do the laundry. It's like you can't do it. So prehnite is really good for deep meditation. It enhances your inner knowing and the way forward. It's very protective. It brings you into harmony with nature. It brings joy. It brings peace. It's an amazing stone. It's a healer stone. And then selenite is the moon goddess crystal, named after goddess Selene, because selenite means moonlight glow. And so selenite is amazing for rapid shifts in energy, to release negative emotions and stagnant energy, to really get you like, okay, oh my gosh, everything Allie just talked about is me. Wow, you know, sucks to be me. What do I do? What do I do? Selenite is a great one because it'll really bring a rapid shift for you and spiritual lessons and help you see kind of the bigger picture in life with clarity of mind, but it helps you shine your light, because that's what the inner goddess does. You shine your light wherever you go. And people are drawn to that. Okay, so selenite, very deeply calming and peaceful. All right, and then I had to share this. So it was, oh my gosh, about a year and a half ago, I was teaching, I think it was an oily crystal. I was doing an oily crystal DIY for a group of my friends in Singapore and Asia. And so we're on Zoom and we're like coming up with blends. And I literally came up with this blend in the class, and everybody tried it and they're like, whoa, phenomenal. So if you have these oils, you just need 1 drop of each in a 10 ml bottle with, top it off with a carrier oil. And if you have rose quartz or green aventurine chips that you can put in, you can get those bottles from Silver Orange Boutique. She has rose quartz, she has green aventurine. So you kind of mix and match and make your own, but I call this the Goddess Blend, and you will, it's transformative, because a goddess radiates kindness and compassion and unconditional love, and loves and respects all beings, humans, animals, plants, crystals, all life form. You know, she's kind, she's non-judgmental, but she's powerful. She stands in her truth, and she's confident and creative and authentic and independent and, you know, open-minded, and evolves and grows and takes care of herself, but is supportive and caring of others on their journey. I mean, who doesn't want to be that? We all do. I mean, I feel that this Goddess Blend, it's the embodiment of strong, powerful feminine energy. So if you have the ingredients to make it, I highly recommend. You know, and people ask me all the time, well, you know, I don't have rose, what can I swap out for it? I don't know. I mean, you're just going to have to kind of tweak it and test it. You know, I get into the energetics of the oils, so that's why it's hard for me to adjust a little bit. But if you have these, give it a try. It's a lovely blend. All right, and then I always like to make a book recommendation. So Cheryl Richardson is one of my favorite people in the entire world. I love her. I've sent her oils. I just adore her. She wrote a book several years ago called Waking Up in Winter, and it's about setting boundaries so that you start living the life that you want. I want to read you something from her book, and so this is in her book, and these are her words. Like it or not, something has to give. Sustaining the status quo is weakening my emotional immune system, and my confidence and trust in myself is getting depleted. And without this inner strength, it's too easy to keep giving into what's safe and familiar rather than make the changes I know I need to make. And then there's the little problem of not knowing what to do. This is a phenomenal book. I literally devoured it in a day, one cold Michigan winter day a few years ago. I love this book. It will help you to find what really matters, open and really awaken your inner goddess. And then when I email you the recording to this, I'm gonna attach this managing stress workbook from Calm. I love these Calm workbooks. I love to share them. All right, so for anybody who is watching, who is not in Young Living, and you're like, oh my gosh, I need those oils, whoever invited you to watch this, get with them. They will help you get the oils. If I invited you, there's my number at the bottom. And okay, I got to tell you guys about this. You guys, I am just so stinking excited. I can't even contain myself. I was literally running all over my yard yesterday, screaming in excitement because I finished the manual for this masterclass. So there is a launch discount up until Thursday, which is 2 days from now. Okay, this launches on October 13th. And even if you can't make the 4 live classes, you're going to get a login to this page on my website to get the Zoom links to join live, to get the recordings, to get the workbook to download. And that page is going to stay up forever. So, you know, in a year, if I decide to make some edits, you're going to have access to it. If I add something new, you're going to have access to it. So there's a coupon code that's good until Thursday for 15% off. All right. Now, if you're in my oil team, you have your own coupon code for 25% off. Okay. But everyone else, you know, use the LiveGen 2022 for 15% off. And like I said, if you can't even join live, but you're very interested, get in with the discount. Because seriously, come Friday, no discount. I know I'm going to have people emailing me and it's like, sorry, the discount's been around for about a month. But I want to show you something, because you know that I work with Silver Orange Boutique. They are the only company that I have found that has safe crystal roller bottles. And when people join the masterclass, they're going to get 20% off 3 different crystal kits, including one that we just created. It's 5 bottles, and I don't know if you can see the lids. These are a beautiful pink, and they have like a little jewel on them. 2 that are silver and 1 that is black, and they are filled with rare crystals, because I'm going to be covering 5 chakras beyond the Oily Crystal book. And these very rare advanced crystals go along with those chakras. So she's literally created kits, because I'm going to go through 12 chakras in the masterclass. The 7 already pre-existed in her birth month, where she has the crystal roller bottles for the birth months. Primary 7 chakras are in there, but now we have these new ones, and they are gorgeous. That's actually a Lemurian quartz in there that I just talked about. That is Himalayan quartz. This is a Veracruz amethyst, very rare. Herkimer diamonds, shungite. And it comes in a really, really cute box. So people in the masterclass get a 20% discount on that. And all of that is in the page. So I cannot encourage you enough. If you are intrigued and interested, if you've read the Oily Crystal book, this is the next step. It's pretty deep. The workbook is 70 pages. It's a deep, deep class. So I hope you'll join me. All right. And then just for future planning, I got other classes coming up. I can't believe I'm already planning for 2023. And then there's only 2 more classes left of the Year of Wellbeing, November 8th and December 13th. So, all right. That's all I have. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. And for those of you that are here live, if you have any questions, this will be the time to ask. And for those watching the recording, thanks for joining in.